Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to a long-awaited, long-overdue, long forthcoming episode of Walking 90. First and foremost, let me apologize on my co-host. We know you guys missed us. It's been crazy. Don't think just with the Henny Derby that we was just like, whatever. No. Life's been lifing, the world's been worlding, but we knew we had to come back. We knew we had to come back, talk about the playoffs, talk about decision day, talk about some of the news that's been dropping around some of these teams coming out. First and foremost, let me go around. Let me introduce my co-host as always. Ebony, how are you doing, ma'am? How's everything in the dead whale world? That's a lot to say.
It was a lot to say, but it's okay. Pretty good. We actually surprisingly pulled it off. Got a home playoff game. So prepping for that.
The fuck are playoffs?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Never heard of that shit in my life.
Hey, that died in me and Madison.
Oh, I'll never forget when Lexington fans came on this show in the comments and said, we're going to win the league and then we're going to move up and win it again. And I'm like, you sure about that? And they were like, yes. I remember. And then they went a wooden spoon in back-to-back seasons in two different leagues and then crashed out again. Oh.
This is the crazy thing about it. I don't know who's ever done a worse roster build. But at one point, I remember looking at the table in the USL Championship, and they were like third or fourth. And for them to crash out the way that they did is monumental.
And it was a late crash. Like, they were in third or fourth in, like, beginning of September. Like, this wasn't like, oh, they got hot early. It was like, it was going into September. And you had that.
And then this is the crazy thing about it. The guy that they made their crown jewel joined arguably the greatest USL championship team ever. And he's on the bench. Oh, and half your other rosters loan out to other USL championship teams who beat you and kept you out the play. It's just monumental. It's a monumental crash out.
It's choices were made.
Oh, they were made. But that's enough about the USL Championship. We have other great podcasts who talk about that stuff, so we'll let them talk about that. But guys, we have a lot to talk about. USL League One stuff happening around. We'll start off. Huh?
You're not going to introduce Kyle?
Oh shit! I forgot all about my We look. It's been forever since we've done this show. I was so ready to move on to the next thing. Also, a man who picked up my FaceTime call after Saturday's game, which
I'm shocked you did. Up?
Yeah, picked up. I was shocked.
Honestly, I think I did it more for the boys than myself.
Oh, did you pay him his $1?
Yeah. No, I need to send him his money.
Oh, yeah. But no. I saw the call come in. I was like, fuck. But I had the boys because it was bedtime, so I was reading them books as this was happening. So I was like, I'll answer it because I know the boys would like to see him.
Man, Kyle, I'll let you take the floor away.
I mean,
we'll start talking about the decision, but we'll just start off with that. What? Ooh.
The funniest part about all of it was just it made the most sense for how Madison's season was. Mm-hmm. That when you needed to have some semblance of competency, it all fell apart. Yeah. And the weirdest part, and like it was like, oh, they scored. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's great. They got the first goal. Mind you, if they had won, they still had a chance for the playoff because Avialta and Portland were playing right before, and Avialta drew. So then I was like, okay, you have a chance. All you have to do.
Avialta lost.
But okay, I think it was like at one point, like I think when the match started,
it was 1-1. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, that's still good enough because Madison just had to have a better result. They had to win. Madison had to win, and Avialta either had to lose, draw, or if Madison won by like more than 4 goals, they would be ahead of Avialta in that aspect. And then if Madison held on to win, it was just Charlotte has to lose. And it was like, they got the goal, and I was like, all right, this is looking promising. This is a good start. This is what you needed. And it just all capitulated, just all fell apart in a way that I don't know how, like, it felt like they gave up. Like, it felt like once it got to halftime, it was, all right, we're not winning.
Yeah.
Along with,
you weren't that far off. You were down, what, 2-1 at half?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you got the PK.
Right. And that's what I mean. Like, you're down 3-1 at half. You get the PK and then don't score on that. And then within like 10 minutes, Richmond got a 4. It felt like they gave up at halftime. It felt like they knew they weren't going to win this game. I don't know if they knew what was going on with Portland and AV Alta, but it just felt like they gave up and just terrible, terrible goalkeeping.
I mean, you fed into the storyline for the King to get a goal on his farewell. Emmy scored, right?
You said what?
Yeah. He scored the second goal.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. You fed into the narrative of the King getting one more before his farewell. I hope this is not him retiring. I hope this is him. No. Yeah.
It's not him retiring. Like, it's just, I mean, if you want to go listen to River City 93, you want to hear more, but I'll give you the short version about it. Pretty much, Richmond just has to reformulate the books. Like, and he eats up a large part of the weight. But in the same side of it, it was time. Like, it's time for him to move on. He's probably going to play maybe another year or two in USL League One. Probably go down to Sarasota with Mika, move it down there from Richmond.
He could go to a championship team.
No.
Yes.
He's 32.
No. He's absolutely a starter on like a bottom 6 team.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Where he wants to play, he's going to go stick in a League One team.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I honestly think I think he's got the juice for it. Like,
well, I mean, I also feel like if you're going to say League One, stay down south where the travel's not going to be as much either.
Yeah.
But this match was like the perfect summary of Forward's season of moments of good, followed by a whole lot of shit just not working. Between missing a penalty, like penalties, the one season 4 Madison get a good amount of penalties. They don't convert most of them. I feel like they probably had one of the worst penalty conversions of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute terrible defending / goalkeeping, which, I mean, Wallace Lapsley is the worst goalie that Forward Madison's ever had. Damn. By far.
Dang.
Like, okay, and granted, Forward Madison's been lucky to have good goalies between, like, Brian Silvestre, Chris Brady, Byrne. Like, they've had a good amount. But it's just like the goals that Richmond scored were just embarrassing defending and embarrassing goalkeeping. Like, the first goal, it's like a long shot and just bounces. The second goal was, I think Emmy's goal pretty much was like right from the 6-yard box. The header goal was from a corner.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth goal was just a shambolic trying to play out the back, and then Lapsley can't collect the ball, and then I don't even know who scored it, but they took one touch. It was just a whole mess.
You should not play out the back. That's an ancient proverb I've heard before. Don't play out the back.
And then you get to the fifth goal, and that's just you're trying to chase a game that's already been over, and it's like I think it was like a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
But then and that's another shot. It was another shot that Lapsley, quite frankly, should have done better with. So to have this game on the back of getting thrashed 4-0 in Omaha, it felt like the summary of the season of this team just didn't want it and gave up, and they had no belief in the system. They have no belief in the coach. They had no belief in their own teammates.
What hurt more? Losing to Omaha 4-0? or losing to Richmond 5-1? Like, what hurt more?
I mean, I would say the Richmond one just for the manner in which they lost.
Yeah.
And with Charlotte losing, which made it even more annoying, is Charlotte then loses later on the night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, even if Forward had won, they're in the playoffs. And granted, I don't know if Charlotte like realized they were in, so they didn't care. Like maybe they found out because that match started at like a good chunk after the Forward match, so maybe they already knew they were in.
I don't think they were paying attention. Like,
I don't know, but like that's the thing. Like you could tell me Charlotte found out they're fine, and then they just took their foot off the gas, and obviously Naples had something to play for as well. But I would say the Richmond one just because you still had a glimmer of hope, and you had the lead, and just the way you lost.
Yeah.
Because it's also like you got thrashed 5-1 in a game that you had to win. Like the Omaha one sucked. Don't get me wrong. But playing on the road against Omaha is a lot tougher, and Omaha was significantly better. Like they were just better. Forward Madison had no attack there. It was like that was you were just genuinely outplayed. Yeah. The Richmond one was like you played well for like 25 minutes. And then you just fell apart and more or less gave up.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was shocked. I was shocked. Like, but you know, hey, welcome to the couch, my man.
I mean, I let's be real. I did not think this team was making the playoff like back in the summer. So they got a slight glimmer of hope when I was like, oh wait, if they won their last 2 games, they make the playoffs. And it's like, I don't think they're gonna do it, but it is funny that that happened. But honestly, I'm just glad the suffering's over.
Yeah. So I mean, we had a whole host of decision results. That's one of them. You know, that one kept Madison at the playoffs. You have Portland 2-2 with Avialta.
Oh, they did come back. Okay.
Yeah. Avialta had 2 bigger free kicks though. Like
they did. Yeah. I went back and watched those highlights. That was a fun game.
That was.
Yeah.
Avialta
you had the huge crowd over in Portland too, like the over 6,000.
Yeah, it was 6,440.
That was a Spokane game, wasn't it? Or was that one?
No, that's the Portland versus Avialta.
Oh wow, I thought it was Spokane. When the one they won 6-1. Wow.
Oh, that game was phenomenal.
That was something.
I have thoughts, but I'll save when we get to that portion. We're gonna kind of speed run through these because we want to talk about the fun stuff. Chattanooga 2-1 over Westchester. Chattanooga finished second in the league there. Westchester is officially your wooden spoon holders for this year.
Y'all kept it close though. Y'all kept it close, Richmond.
We did. We tried. We tried everything to get that wooden spoon. He was like, we are leaving this season with something. And you left with something. It's not a spoon. My bad. FC Naples 2-0 over Charlotte Independence. Already talked about that one. One Knox 1-0 over Greenville Triumph. One Knox, completes their journey. They become player shield winners there. Hopefully, if memory serves me correct. Let me see. Who won the title in 2023?
The Shield, Omaha.
So for the last 3 years, the Shield winner has not won the title.
No, I'm pretty sure Omaha won the Shield last year.
Did he win the title?
Yeah, I think Omaha won the Shield and the playoffs last year.
Oh, you know what?
They did.
You're right. My bad.
But I think otherwise. But besides that, because 2023 Omaha won the Shield but lost to Charlotte. 2022 was Richmond. So then 2021 would have been the last time, which was Omaha.
Yeah. So outside of Omaha, it's been tough. And Knoxville. I mean, North Texas. I said Knoxville. But yeah, One Knox gets their player shield. Congrats to them. Did y'all see the photo of Stu Ritchie taking a bite out the trophy with a missing tooth?
Oh yes.
No, I missed that.
Oh, going there is a dope photo. Like I honestly, if they put that on the shirt, I would buy it.
Yeah, it's dope.
Like he's missing a whole front tooth, and he's just biting on the trophy. Like front tooth gone, just.
I love those moments because it's like that's the organicness that you take with you when you hopefully go on to bigger things.
That's lower league soccer. You're not getting that in the Prim or
MLS.
That's true lower league soccer stuff.
Like you might get that in like second division of Ireland or something.
Right. Wow.
What? Am I wrong?
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, also on the flip side of that result, Greenville misses the playoffs. I think for the first time in their club history, if I'm not mistaken. Did they make it last year? I don't think they did. No, they made it in 2024.
They made it in 2024.
Made it in 2023.
Yep.
Made it in 2022.
21 they made it because they were second in the league.
Yeah, they were runners to Omaha. 2020 they finished
2020
first.
They made it.
2019 they made it to the final.
Yep. First time in club history they have missed the playoffs. So I don't know. We'll talk about that more so in the offseason, but maybe it's a little time to shake up things there in Greenville. Who knows? They do got a stadium coming on the way. I don't know if y'all seen the renderings of it, but they're renderings.
I was gonna say I never take renderings seriously enough.
All right. Renderings have like fucking 3 water fountains and something else. It's like whatever.
Like you got this like big like open area with like some building like shopping and a hotel on the side, and you got people walking through it like it's
right.
Like let's be real.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, for real. Union Omaha 2-2 with Spokane Velocity. That was a pretty good game there. Kind of back and forth game there. And the result that we got news to talk about. South Georgia Tormenta 3-0 over Texoma. Texoma announced today that they will be self-relegating to USL League 2, almost in the same move that FC Tucson did. My thoughts on it, and I'll let y'all go after this, but my thoughts on it is I'm not mad at it. Like, it's better they self-relegate than just flat-out fold or get pushed out of the league. Like, it wasn't anything nefarious like what Fuego or Noco. And they're not folding like Lansing. Like, they're just going down a level to probably where they probably should have honestly started off with, given how things started off this year for them, how chaotic things were off the field for them. They did well in USL League One. I'm pretty sure they could have kept going, but to look at the longevity of it, to really get their bearings and build up something, it's probably better for them to go League 2 and then go on from there.
I mean, I kind of see it as a positive and a negative because you're a team that started one year and relegated themselves when they realized it was too hard. So good on them for realizing that they needed to come back and scale down, adjust before going back up. But I wish that there was someone there to say, hey, this is the reality of it. Or maybe someone did and they just didn't heed that advice. And now it just looks funny because now they're going down. But like we were saying before, you got Corpus Christi coming in, but it feels weird because you did all the things you needed. Like you gave us the branding, you gave us the I guess the outward appearance of what looked like you were stable coming in, and then you kind of like shit the bed the first month and a half, 2 months. Fuck. Yeah, just about that. Started to pick up some momentum, but then it just never really came together on the field. It didn't look like so. Like I'm happy they're sticking around, but it just feels blech.
Yeah, like I'm glad that instead of folding, especially like the championship teams, I feel like the championship teams just decided to fold instead of dropping down and getting it together. Like I'm glad they're at least going down and like try and get it sorted out. But for me, my initial thought was, how did you not like I feel like this was kind of just poor planning because it doesn't like it's like you went into this year like it's year one and you're already like okay we actually got to drop down. It's like I feel like there should have been more like planning. There should have been more. It felt like there was no vision. There was no plan. It feels as though they're kind of like okay we're going to join USL League One and then they realize like actually we can't do this. And I feel like that should have been something like Ebony said like. You should have, or I don't know if it was Ebony or Yogi, you should have just started in League Two and then see, like, okay, how feasible can this be? Or at least understand, like, if you weren't ready this year, you weren't ready. Because now it just feels weird. It's like, what was the goal that you were supposed to have?
Yeah. I mean, I would say this, like, we've seen a lot more teams be successful who've made the step up in League Two to League One. You think of One Knox, Tormenta, FC Tucson. It's kind of a weird case just because why they relegated it was out of their control. It was the stadium. But I mean, it's been more successful versus teams who just get thrown in. Like it kind of takes a while. Like you think of Hartford, it takes them a while, and unless you got like major financial backing where you're kind of allowed to get through the mistakes and figure it out, it's tough. Like it's tough. And especially being in the part of where they were, like in Sherman, Texas, there's not a lot there. I think the closest biggest city is Dallas. So like I think when I talked to the Richmond Rays, like they said like they had to fly into Dallas, stay in Dallas, then take a bus the next day into Sherman. You know, it's not like you're staying in the race, and then people can fly directly into your city. So it makes it tough. And just completely honest with you, like, yeah, it would have been cool if they would have stayed because then you would have Corpus Christi. We would have had that derby. But go down to League Two, get stable. Maybe the market just – I'm not going to say the market isn't there because when I looked at it, some crowds look decent. And once again, like, I think folks look too much into crowds. Like appearance-wise and be like, oh, they're not successful, so this team isn't going to work. I don't look at it that way. I think the thing about it is I think you just like on the operations side, they might not have had the finances to have a fully fleshed out League One operations. Like they had players, just operations wise, it might be easier for them to do League Two, where you're not having to put the money into the roster. You could take that money, build the off the field stuff up. Then when that's built up to a level that it can be sustainable, then you look at it and be like, all right, cool. Let's look at going back to League One. Because that door is never going to be closed, especially with promotion relegation coming in the next 2-3 years. It's just about how can we, how can we make ourselves, my bad, sustainable enough to make sure we're around when that door opens back up.
Yeah. Do you see that door opening back up? You said about a year or two. So that's right after the World Cup here in the United States. Pro Rel is here, like you were saying. Is that when they make the push to be like, yo, we're finally stable? Can we be one of the first teams to make that leap to League One or to not? I don't think they can go to championship, but to League One.
So I will say this for me personally, and this is something I really hope USL League One, USL as a whole does. With a lot of these new teams, they need to put on 5-year probationary plans. Like, you put certain things in place. So, like Texoma, like right now, I will be like, yo, we're on a 5-year probationary plan, and is that to the end of that 5 years that we are even talking about going back, and that's making sure that we have the correct infrastructure around the club. That's like coaching staff, training facilities. Equipment, things like that, right? Stadium. How does the stadium play look? Are we building a new stadium? Are we renting a place? Are we renting a place that fits our needs? Connected to clubs, things like that. And then, like, you look on the field, like, all right, do we have a competitive team on the field that justifies us going up, right? Because what you don't want is a case like, and this is a very rare case, not everyone can be Lexington, where you can be bad, spend a lot of money, be bad, go up, spend a lot of money,
be bad.
and still be fun. And all on top of this, build a new stadium, have a USL League 2 team, have a USLW team, have a Super League team. Like, not everyone can do that, but they have the money to do that. So what is Texoma's thing? Like, what makes Texoma successful? What makes Texoma a long-lasting club where 10, 15, 20 years down the road, this is looked at as a building block and not as a closed door moment for this team? You know, so I would say like 5 years. Like, it's the same thing with Tucson. You know, Tucson's been out of League One now 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I will, in Tucson's defense, I feel like COVID did not help.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no.
In Tucson's defense,
stadium situation, how many games they had delay and whatnot.
Right. Like, between the stadium and COVID, I feel like Tucson just, it just did it. Like, that was just poor timing. I think at the very least, if it wasn't for COVID, I think Tucson would still be there. It would probably just be more, it feels like it's more of a stadium issue. Yeah. But I think that's the thing with Texoma. I think for all these teams, like, you have to be able to say, here's our plan and here's our goals for the next 5 years. Because also the reality is you're not going to make money probably until at best year 2 or 3 at best.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to lose out money on the first year. You're going to lose out money probably in the second year. And that's assuming, and unless you can turn out a very large attendance, you're probably not going to make them, or you sell players. Like, you're either going to have to make player sales, which is very rare in USL League One, or have high turnout to offset a lot of the costs. But with the travel, like, the league is now larger and it's more spread out. You're adding more travel costs, as well, and that's only going to increase next year.
Big reason of them moving down, because USL League 2, like, is you have more teams in your regions, especially in Texas. You have so many more teams.
Oh, League 2 is regionalized. That's true.
Yeah. So it makes
does that mean we finally get Maryland in League 2 and we add them to the region so that when we start doing Pro Rel, I always come back to the Bobcats. I need them to release themselves from the NISA hellhole.
They need money.
They need money.
They just need money.
League 2. League 2 is calling for you. Go play the Annapolis Blues. They're right there.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, last year there's a whole Lodestar division in USL League 2. And that was all Texas teams.
Yeah.
Like, you had teams in Houston, you had Corpus Christi, you had Houston. Like, it was pretty much. To be fair,
Houston is Texas is like 6 hours away from each other.
Yeah, but that's still cheaper than going to, like, Boise next year, or it's cheaper than going to Portland. It's cheaper than going to Spokane.
Shit, I forgot about Boise. I can't wait for Boise.
Right. I'm just saying, like, it's cheaper probably just to go from North Texas down to Houston or Corpus Christi than it would be to go all the way to Boise, Portland.
Like, it's a difference than renting a bus going down versus driving from Sherman to Dallas to flying out.
To fly, and if you're going to Spokane, you're probably flying to, I don't know, Boise, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you're going to a small regional airport and you have a shitty layover.
I'm about to say Sherman's got a regional somewhere in there.
Yeah, you're probably laying over in Dallas. And it probably costs more money to do that, to fly out there.
Yeah. Like, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
No.
Like, I mean, I'm not mad at it. Like, I get it.
I get it. It just feels like they didn't plan properly. It feels like they did not anticipate this. Like, I feel like they didn't anticipate how much, or, like, I don't know. It just feels like they're short-sighted.
Yeah, but I'd rather them admit it now than get in the case of next year. And then, it's just trash.
No, I fully agree.
Yeah.
But also, you need to tell your players that you're not going to keep them.
Yeah.
You gotta tell them.
Not
be finding out.
The girl found out, like,
right. Like, you should not find out at the same time I find out.
Right.
Like, yikes.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah. So I mean, that was some interesting news that we found out about them going on. Other big news: new team coming in. Fort Wayne has redesigned their club logo.
I mean, why?
It's better. No, it's better. I will say
It's
better.
Better is subjective. Better is subjective. I like that.
Look, it went from like a clip art that every like basic ass clip art soccer crest to at least there's like color. I like the color. I think that made it pop. Like their old logos, it looked like the kind of clip art that you would use for a youth team.
I mean, I like the new colors. I didn't mind the old one mainly because I never was gonna have to wear it. But
I'm just saying their logo looks very much like my kid's soccer team logo.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It very much looked like a Chicago type of logo for a Chicago team and not a Fort Wayne, Indiana team. But I liked it. I mean, like I said, I liked it. I'm indifferent. I like the colors. It looks fine.
I'm just saying, look up Fort Wayne's logo, old logo, and look up Milton United Soccer Club. And they look it looks around the same.
It looks like like I said, it looks like a Chicago team's. The old one looked like a Chicago team's one with the colors and the stars. Like, why do you have red stars? Like, and no, I never read the explainer. I can't wait to read.
I didn't even know there was. Hey, you also black and gold's always a good color combo.
It is. I am a sucker for black and gold. The shield represents club strength and condition and tradition. I love that it's a brand identity created by a New York-based designer for Fort Wayne.
I don't know, man. It's just not doing it for me. Like
reading the explainer is quite hilarious. The lines represent the parks and 150 miles of trails. That's
I'm not saying it's great, but it is an improvement.
What I would say is this is you can change the logo, right? Like logos come and go. You can change the logo. I draw the line at changing the colors because the colors are like your identity. Like, I get it. They're moving up and they want to pop it. You can change the logo. That's fine. You can modernize it. Richmond did the same thing. Like, we used to, the pinwheels, but they modernized it to what we have now because it fits better with marketing. But one thing that we said was, like, don't you dare change the colors. Like, the colors are the colors. The colors don't change. And I just felt like you changing the colors. Like, why couldn't you keep the same colors with that same logo?
I mean, I guess like for me,
it's like if Madison, let's say 20 years down the line, Madison is like, hey, we're going to change our logo. And then on top of that, we're going to go away from the pink and baby blue and we're going to go to, I don't know, mint green brown. Like, you will feel like there's a clear divide now in between what we used to be and what we are now. Like, there's
an old and a new, and you just very much defined who was old and who was new.
Yeah. But I feel like, and I get what you're saying, but I feel like in Richmond's case, like, that is one of those where, and again, they went to y'all and said, and you said, do not change this. I don't think that would ever happen in Madison because they would go and Madison fans would be like, absolutely do not do this. I feel as though part of it is probably thinking we want to be slightly different. We want to have this. And especially if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. You have to establish a new thing. I mean, if Chattanooga said we're changing our colors, I don't think it would be that much of a problem. Like, I feel like there's too much brand with Forward Madison, with Richmond. I feel like if Omaha said we're ditching black and Volt, people would be upset. Like, I feel like some teams have some branding that you can't steer away from. And other teams, the branding is not strong enough that, like, I understand you want to keep it because that's what you're used to. But I feel like for some things, it's not like Fort Wayne had like this timeless logo and color combo. It's like, that's what they were.
Hold on. Let me read you this statement from this thing where it contradicts itself within its own statement. We are and will remain passionate about our history, including the colors and logos we've worn. But our new, sleeker identity more accurately represents the city in which we play and will help pave the path to our exciting future in professional football. So which one is it? You can't tell me that these colors actually represent the city better than anything, and then also say we're honoring our colors of the past.
Hey, they can try.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like that's you can say it, but it don't really make any sense. But that's why I was like, okay, I don't understand. I see why they changed the colors, but then that part, as I was reading, I was like, now it doesn't make sense why you changed the colors.
But also,
but
it's not like Fort Wayne is old either. Like this is still a relatively newer.
I mean, I've seen teams change brandings before they ever kicked the ball before anyway. So,
what was it, Queensboro?
Yeah.
Queensboro changed their name like 3 times and never kicked the ball.
Never kicked the ball, and I was
I feel like Fort Lauderdale's done it like once or twice.
I can't I know there was a women's team that did it too. They changed their logo. Oh, Boston.
Well, yeah, because
they got bullied into that.
Yeah.
Like, how you do a rebrand before you've kicked the ball, bro?
Boss Nation. What was the team name?
I mean, they ran that ad with too many balls, and I was like, you know what? It's time to go to bed. Everybody,
too many balls.
Yeah,
too many balls. Like, go.
I can see why Trump want to shut down the education department. I can see why. I see why.
There's too many people in suits that don't know what they're doing.
No, you brought in too many people that have never actually been around soccer fans or just been in the area that you're supposed to promote.
Right.
Because you can't look, Boston has a personality, and you're gonna tell me. Is that what we're calling it? That's the nicest way I'm gonna put it.
Okay.
Like, what was the name?
Where you at? I need you to explain this to me.
Yo, what was the name everyone wanted for Boston? And it was like, it was perfect, and it was right there, and they were just like, Boss Nation.
Oh my god, I don't even remember what it was. I just know that everybody was like, between these two, this.
Oh, it wasn't Salem. It was something to do with witches or like tea, but it was like, it was good. It was like, all right, cool. And then it came out Boss Nation. We were like, all right, what the fuck?
It's like, what is this?
Like, yeah, it was bad. But I mean, yeah, like, we'll see. I mean, 20 teams. Yeah, I think they're the only team.
Season, bro.
Hey, look.
Well, don't the season start in like fucking February now?
Yeah, 20 teams. I think they're gonna cut back on Jaeger Cup even more. So I think Jaeger Cup will be straight knockouts now.
Which fair, that's fine.
Yeah, like I'm cool doing that. So yeah, so we move on from that. I mean, now we talk about the playoff games coming up. So I'll run through the matchups that will be happening, and then we can discuss how do we want to rank them in terms of who we think is the best, the worst, and then matchup we're looking for, what's for to see. So 8 teams made it on Saturday, November 1st at 7 p.m. You got Chattanooga versus Portland Hudson Pond. FC Naples welcomes you to Omaha. One Knox opens up against Charlotte Independence, and Spokane Velocity plays against South Georgia Torrington.
And those last 2 matchups are on the second.
On the second, yes. Those are on the second. One Knox is at 3 p.m. Spokane is at 7. So let's start off with this, guys. Power rankings, top 8. Because the league's power rankings is dumb because I don't understand how Richmond went from bottom to 9th. Whatever.
Hey, I achieved my goal in not getting gaslit by the rankings because I didn't look at them at all this year.
I did not look at them either. I stopped. But let's give them a real power ranking. Should we start from the bottom and build our way up, or start from the top and work our way down?
Bottom all the way up.
Bottom.
Okay. So at number 8, Big, you write this down because we're gonna come back to this.
Oh, I gotta write it down. Okay. Okay.
Right.
All right. Let me prep myself.
I know who I have at 8.
I know I have 8.
I know who I have at 8, but give me like 2 seconds. Let me take care of it. Let me do this.
By the way, while I'm doing this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We miss y'all. We ain't been on here for a minute. It's good to be back.
Alrighty.
All right, you ready?
I am.
All right. So Walkin 90 power rankings. I will start at number 8. I have Spokane.
What?
At 8?
I have 8. I have Spokane.
Not
You're
even. Oh
crazy.
God. No.
I have Spokane.
What?
No.
Yo.
Oh no! Hold on. Charlotte. Put Charlotte.
Okay.
I don't agree. I did not have Charlotte, but that is more understandable.
Okay.
Charlotte.
Who do you have? Because it's definitely Charlotte.
Portland.
Did you see the way Portland is your
Portland 8?
Yes.
You're smoking hell.
That's spicy.
No. Okay. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Portland has yes, they have the great game against Spokane, but Portland have been shaky in the last month. If you take away the one Spokane game, they lost to Forward Madison 3-1 at home. They lost to Knoxville, which is fine. They drew to Westchester. And this last game, they had to claw back to beat Avialta, who, did you guys realize Avialta literally went almost, the end of the season without winning a game?
Yeah, that's true.
They went almost they went 17 matches without winning a game.
Hey, they beat Richmond.
Right. And that was their first win. And again, they went 17 matches. Not the point. I don't trust Spokane's attack, and they're going to be on the road. Yeah, that's what I mean. Portland. I don't trust their attack, and they're going to be on the road. And they are not the same team on the road as they are at home.
Okay. So you got Portland. I got Charlotte. Who you got?
Charlotte.
Okay.
They're in the same. If you're going to do that, then how do you not have? So then that means Charlotte's number 7 for
Charlotte,
you.
I had 7. Charlotte, I had 7.
I would say because they're doing the same shit.
Okay, so for me, my 7 is
Charlotte
Spokane.
is 7.
Yeah.
Spokane is all right. So
I
7
still don't understand
for me is
that.
Spokane. I have 7. Spokane.
You have Spokane at 7?
That's Spokane at 7. I don't trust. It's just something about Spokane right now I do not trust. And I don't know. I don't know if the 6-1 is just looming large in my head, but I don't. It's just
also, can I say
nice.
I didn't get much right in terms of predictions. I didn't get much right in terms of predictions for this league. I did say Spokane was not going to run away like everyone thought they would. I did call it.
I thought they were going to, and they didn't, and that hurt my heart. So I can see them.
I said I don't think they're going to run away. They are not the. I said they'll be good, and they will probably host a home playoff game, but they are not running away with the Shield like everyone thought. I at least got that right.
I can see Spokane at 7. I will give them that.
Yeah.
I'd still say Charlotte. For me, so wait. So are we doing majority in terms of where we're putting teams? So you guys both have Charlotte at 8.
I have Charlotte
because you two. Okay, so we'll say Charlotte 8, 7. I don't agree with Spokane. I would say Portland if that's that'd be my 7 then.
Okay.
Well, you said Charlotte at 7.
Well, that's only because I said Portland was bottom for me. But if we're saying Portland is 8, then or Charlotte is 8, then I would say Portland is 7.
No, this is yours, Kyle. This is your list.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were doing this as a collective.
No.
This is your list.
Is Ebony writing each of our answers?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah.
All right.
No. Charlotte 7.
Okay. All right. Who's 6?
All right.
I know who mine is, and it's gonna make some people angry.
At 6?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Tormenta.
I was gonna say Tormenta. It was between Tormenta. It was between Tormenta and Omaha, honestly.
Because
so for me at 6,
but I can hear the argument for Naples.
I have Portland.
Oh.
Not Portland at 6. I
Oh.
like Cal's point about they're not so hot on the road. And that's true. Like they might it's tough. They gotta go to Chattanooga. That's a tough task. They might be able to do something offensively, but they're gonna give them something defensively. But I have them at 6.
The reason why I have Tormenta is because yes, they've played well late, and it's good to play well at this point. But if you look at the schedule of who they've played and they've beaten during that stretch, I mean, one of it was Forward Madison, not a good team. They played, I think Greenville they had beaten twice. They're not good. Westchester was at least one of those games. They're not good. Richmond was good. Avialto was in the middle of the slide. They did beat Knoxville 2-1 in early September. So like that was their one game where it's like, okay, Knoxville also had a red card. And so I feel like, yes, Tormenta is playing well and they've won a lot of games and they've had a lot of good results, but they weren't against playoff teams. Out of their like 8 games, only one was against a playoff team. Otherwise, they're just beating up on the shit at the bottom.
Yeah. If by that logic, I said I could see the argument for Naples. No, it's 6 is Naples for sure. Just by that same logic, they've had some results, but it like when it mattered the most, they lost 1-0 to Spokane. They lost 2-1 to Omaha.
They lost to Westchester.
Lost 2-0 to Westchester.
Bro, they get
Lost 1-0 to Portland Hearts of Pine. Like those are aside from Westchester, those are all playoff teams, and you couldn't get a result. So you're in the playoffs now. You kind of you snuck in there with that win against. Well, not snuck in, but it feels like you kind of backed your way in. If you're a fan of that team and you're like, damn, we finally got one to break our way, and we won 2-0, and now we got to go play freaking Omaha. Then, so that's my 6. I'm gonna go with Naples. Number 5.
This is where I had Naples.
Oh, you had Naples at 5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me my listing at. I just want to make sure I'm right.
So at 8 you had Charlotte. At 7 you had Spokane. At 6 you had Portland.
Okay.
This is what I'm gonna.
At 5. So. At 5, I'll go Charlotte. I'll go Charlotte at 5. I mean, not Charlotte. Shit. Chattanooga.
What?
I was like, wait.
That was my fault.
Also,
That was my fault. I was looking at football, but I happened just to look at it. I was like, oh, Charlotte. I meant to say Chattanooga. I have Chattanooga at 5. I like what they can do defensively. Like they're probably a very stringy team. I just worry about them outside of Chattanooga. And them like it probably has nothing to do with it. Like I'm pretty sure these are professional players. They probably got past it. But how much of that losing that game to One Knox, losing that potential to have that player shield, something that Chattanooga has been chasing for the longest, how much of that affects them? They kind of stumbled a little bit near the tail end of the year. If you look at it, like lost to Forward Madison, got braced up by One Knox, lost to Union Omaha, and these aren't like close. These are like bad losses.
Oh yeah,
3-0 to Greenville.
Right, and I mean, like the last 2 games were cupcakes. A Charlotte team who was limping their way in, a Westchester team who was on dead legs, and I mean, really, since the start of October, they haven't looked their best. How they were at the start of the year, where they went on that big run during the summer. Yeah, I put Chattanooga at 5. Like, if I can switch Chattanooga to Portland. Like, it's very close, and it's funny enough too because this is also a playoff matchup. So, like, if Portland was at home, I probably would have Portland at 5 and Chattanooga at 6.
Yeah.
I said I would put Omaha here, but I'm actually going to put Portland here.
Okay.
So, I've got Portland here.
And I have Naples at 5.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Number 4.
Oh, did Kyle say this?
Yep. He said Naples.
Oh, Naples. All right. At 4.
I have Spokane.
Okay.
I think
This is where
Spokane
I'm
will be.
Omaha.
I think Spokane is. It's good that they have a home game against Tormenta. I think that will benefit them. However, assuming that, because I think they would play basically because if One Knox and Chattanooga each win, Spokane would likely face Chattanooga on the road. And I don't love that for them. And again, this is assuming that like there's no upset. That's assuming that Chattanooga wins and Knoxville win. They would likely have to go on the road to one of those two places, and it will likely be Chattanooga. And I just don't like their odds. Because this feels like a team that's also wobbly.
Yeah. For me, I have this is where I put Naples.
Okay.
I have Naples here for. I think they're a good team. I think they're a sneaky team. I think they can do something good offensively, especially with Hinder Long. I do wonder, if I'm not mistaken, their goalkeeper got hurt the last game, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think so. Maybe I'm bugging, but I remember something happened with their goalkeeper. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, I like Naples here. I think they're a solid team. Yeah, I put them at 4.
I put Omaha here. And this is when it starts to get tough because like I feel like my number 4 and my number 3 I could switch around and it would still feel right, but this is where I'm at with that. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick to my guns.
That's what I'm doing I'm not changing my mind.
Because my 3, 2, and 1 are.
Well, we'll get there. 3. What do you guys have for 3?
I have Tormenta.
I have Omaha.
Ooh.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
You can't have a team who have been there and won. You can't, and they've been playing well. You can't have a team that is a dark horse. Like Omaha is the dark horse team.
What?
Because you have a team that just came off of winning. They know how to win. They can play in the playoffs. They play a style of a pressing way that if they get a fortunate turnover, and granted, they're not going to be at home against Naples, but Omaha is that team where it has a combination of playing just well enough at the end of the season and have that playoff pedigree. They know how to win. They know the playoffs. They understand it. That's one of those teams where you give them a sliver of a chance and they can take advantage of it. I have Omaha at 3.
See, it was Tormenta and Omaha were my 2 that I could like flip and it wouldn't feel bad about it, but I stuck to my guns.
Yeah.
So I left Omaha at 4 and I put Tormenta at 3.
So who do you guys have at 2?
Yogi, who do you have at 4?
Oh, you hear me? I said I had One Knox at 3.
You have One Knox at 3?
Honestly, I thought about putting One Knox at 3.
Yeah.
But
like, look, don't get me wrong. I know we're talking about the Shield winners and everything like that. But One Knox has this tendency of losing a game they're not supposed to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They have an amazing ability to bounce back from it. But like losing to Richmond. Like right.
So like, other than Richmond.
No, I'm saying like they lost to Richmond randomly out of nowhere. Lost to Tormenta.
But Tormenta was in the hot streak. But
it's still like it just felt like these random losses here and there. And granted, it's going to be tough.
Tormenta's third though.
No. But if you not Tormenta. Wow.
But I'm
Knoxville's
looking at
lost.
like
They
who's
lost
coming in
5
right
games.
now in the playoffs. Like who are the teams that I think like who am I bringing in to win it? That's how I'm looking at it. Like who are the hardest teams coming into the playoffs right now? So that's why like Spokane is 70 because I don't have them as a hot team right now.
Mm.
You know, that's why I put One Knox at 3 because my 2 and 1 are probably the 2 hottest teams in the league right now, and the 2 teams like back in what Kyle said earlier, like, and this is how I was ranking, which is probably different for y'all. Like, what team do I not want to play?
See, that's why I had Omaha. I really thought about putting Omaha at 2. Because if I would not want to see Omaha in the playoffs.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got Tormenta at 2.
See, I don't believe in that hot streak they had because it was against teams that weren't good. So it's like kind of hard for me to be like, yes, I think they could do it. Like it was like they beat us on.
That's a confidence builder. Even if it's against lower teams, that's such a confidence booster.
But it's one thing when you're playing Forward Madisons and Richmonds and Westchesters like you're playing teams that are not good, and then you have to actually play a good team.
I see. If
that's my thing.
The ball go into the back of the net more often, and I'm feeling confident. I feel like once I get to those big teams, that I can do it. So that's kind of why.
I mean, I hear Kyle's point.
I get what you guys are saying.
Hear it. I completely understand it. My 2 and 1 is a toss up because it's Chattanooga and Knoxville.
I have Knoxville at 2.
I have Knoxville at 2. Who do I not want to face? Well, Portland for chaos and Chattanooga for hunger.
Then I feel like Charlotte's the one that because Charlotte could come out of nowhere, score 3 goals, and I'd be like,
first of all, as the biggest Charlotte hater on this,
I know.
This thing, Charlotte has not proved. Like that aside, what has Charlotte shown you that gives you confidence that even if they go take a lead, they're not going to give it up 2 seconds later?
I didn't say Charlotte's defense. I said Charlotte can score 3 on you, and they have the ability.
Give up 4.
Maybe, but that's my point. I have more confidence. I can trust Charlotte to go in, score 2 or 3 goals, and if they got to go to a penalty shootout, so be it. If they got to allow 3 goals and 3-3, so be it. Like Portland,
so that we can get their conspiracy theories about Deflategate and whatever else.
I'm just saying, if we take away the 6 goals from Portland, they've only scored 42, which is not inspiring. And Portland does not have no. So that's why Charlotte is the ultimate chaos because Charlotte could go out, score 3 goals out of nowhere and be like, oh shit. But no, I have Chattanooga 1, Knoxville 2.
I have Chattanooga at 1, Knoxville 2.
I have Union Omaha at 1.
You have Union at 1? Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's your 2? Yeah. Tormenta?
Huh?
I had Tormenta at 3. Wait, oh wow. God.
Yeah, Tormenta at 2.
Yeah, I had Tormenta at 2.
Interesting.
Hey, I believe in him. I
believe in them, and that's the most important part. He's rocking with Tormenta because Tormenta's rocking with him.
Look, man, that's a team. Ever since Ian Cameron left, they have just been a different team. And I hear you about the schedule, and you can only play who's in front of you, right?
Right.
They have done it.
But that's why I only have Tormenta at 6 because it's like, yes, you are playing your best, but you're playing. It's like you are Bama and you're Ohio State and you're just beat up on Wisconsin and you're beat up on Wisconsin and a Purdue and Minnesota. Like you're not you're winning.
The schedule, NCAA tournament rules. Okay.
Look,
we're going strength of schedule here. It's like, great, you've won the games you're supposed to win.
It wouldn't shock me at 9:00 on Sunday. Tormenta 3, Spokane 1. It wouldn't shock me.
Okay. Oh.
It wouldn't shock me.
possible. It's possible.
And like that's what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't shock me.
In terms of deep runs, like if we're talking like if we're going for just was this for just this weekend or overall playoffs?
I went over like who's the hottest teams right now?
I went overall playoffs because if we were doing just this week, oh boy, that's a whole different ranking.
Yeah, no, I did overall.
Yeah.
It's just hot.
Here's my thing with Chattanooga. The Chattanooga, they're gonna fight. They're gonna beat you up.
All right,
and
real quick. Oh, my fault.
No, I was gonna say like Chattanooga is going to fight. They're gonna beat you up. They are defensively sound. Breaking them down is a very tough thing to do, and Knoxville has allowed the least amount of goals, but I feel like there's always that aspect of the pressure of you have the shield. Now you got to do it in the playoff. And that's the biggest thing. Because Chattanooga's going to come out with, no, we're going to right our wrongs.
All right. Real quick, run down the list for each of us. And then we move on to the next segment.
Okie dokie. So for Kyle, at 8, he had Portland, 7, Charlotte, 6, Tormenta, 5, Naples, 4, Spokane, 3, Omaha, 2, Knoxville, and Chattanooga at 1. Yogi, you had at 8, Charlotte, 7, Spokane, Portland at 6, Chattanooga at 5, Naples at 4, Knoxville at 3, Tormenta at 2, and Omaha in first. And then for me, I had Charlotte at 8, Spokane at 7, Naples at 6, Portland at 5, Omaha at 4, Tormenta at 3, Knoxville at 2, and Chattanooga at 1.
I almost wanted to swap my Naples and Spokane ranking. I won't, but I almost want to do it.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's talk about these playoff games real quickly that are coming up.
Wait, are we picking our favorite games and talking about it, or are we just talking about all 4?
Talk about all 4. We can just real quick do who we have winning and who we have advancing, and then we can do our vibes and chaos. So Chattanooga versus Portland, 7 p.m. Saturday. Ab, who you got?
My power rank is saying Chattanooga because remember this is my chaos don't want to face versus my vengeance don't want to face, and I'm kind of going evil with the vengeance in Chattanooga.
So you're going Chattanooga. Kyle, who you going?
2-0 Chattanooga.
Damn.
I just don't trust Portland's attack enough to go into Chattanooga against a good defensive team.
This is my 5-6.
Like penalty shootout 5-6 or
no? This was in my power ranking 5-6. Give me Portland 2-1. I'll take Portland 2-1.
So you're saying an upset?
Yeah, I'll take the upset here. All right. Next game we have is my phone just froze. FC Naples versus Union Omaha 7:30 on Saturday. Who we have here?
2-1 Omaha.
Yeah, Omaha.
I guess we're going board. I went lone wolf on the last one, so we're going board on this one. Union, give me Union Omaha 1-0. We'll go 1-0 here. All right. Saturday, November 2nd.
Sunday.
Well, I said Saturday, my bad. One Knoxville versus Charlotte Independence at 3 p.m.
You're going to laugh at me when I give my answer.
Oh, Kyle, what you got? Did you get
2-2 Knoxville win on pens?
What?
I thought you was about to go lone wolf.
No. I can't have Knoxville 2 in my power ranking and say they lose the first round.
Right, no. What the fuck?
No, I got 2-2 Knoxville 1 on penalties.
All right.
I think Charlotte's going to come out with a shocking, like, early 2-0 lead. Like, Charlotte's going to score 2 early goals.
That's crazy.
And
I went to One Knoxville.
And then Charlotte's defense reveals itself. Knoxville scrape by, and they'll win on penalties.
All right. And what you got?
I said 3-1 Knoxville.
Hey, I think this is gonna be a dog walk. 4-0 for Knox.
Oh,
Damn.
This is gonna be a dog walk. I think. I'll be honest with you. Who played at 4:25 in the NFL? You can turn on that game at 4:25 and not miss none.
Hey, smart on Knoxville to say we're gonna have this game on a Sunday.
Yeah.
See, that was my thing. I was like, why would you go up against football, like NFL? And then it was very much pointed out to me that the Tennessee Titans are ass.
Well, also the University of Tennessee is playing Oklahoma in Tennessee.
On
Ain't nobody
Saturday.
going on Saturday.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
I got
gone
you.
to
I'm here now.
Even not gone.
I'm looking at the timing of these games, and I'm like,
okay, wait a minute. There's one good game at 3:20 at the 4:00.
What game is that?
Chiefs Bills.
Why is that good? Team Meteor. Who you got for the last game?
I'm just saying, like, we're looking at what are entertaining games. People will watch it, but
you won't miss none of this game because this game will be over by halftime.
Damn.
I
am surprised because has Knoxville even scored 4 goals in a game this season?
Charlotte will give him opportunity.
I am being serious. I don't think Knoxville scored 4 goals in a game this season.
They said it's the first time for everything. Okay, don't kill his vibe.
Right. Spokane versus South Georgia Tormenta. What you got, Kyle?
I have Spokane winning. It's going to be close. I don't know what score I want to say, but it's going to be close, and I have Spokane winning. I'm trying to think of a score.
2-1 Spokane. I mean, 2-1 Tormenta. I'm sorry.
Ev, I thought I was about to low wolf it. Give me Tormenta.
I'll say I'm sticking with Spokane.
3-2? Okay.
I'm gonna say 1-0 Spokane. I feel like there's gonna be one game that's 1-0.
Oh, I put Chattanooga Portland at 1-0.
Yeah, and I put Union Naples at 1-0.
Oh wait, I did. I forgot. I did say 2-0 Chattanooga Portland. Anyway, I'm gonna say 1-0 Spokane. It's gonna be a dicey 1-0.
So that means I would have Portland playing Tormenta and One Knox playing Union Omaha in the semis.
Oh God. Okay.
Wait, no. Wouldn't One Knox face?
The bracket shows that the winner of Knoxville Charlotte plays the winner of Naples Omaha.
I was trying to think. I was trying to wonder if they like reset the bracket so that the highest seed always plays the lowest seed. Because did they do that last year? Or no?
I don't know. It's not reset. It doesn't look like it resets here. It looks like it's just straight.
Well, either way.
Yeah.
I would have the same thing. Oh shit.
So, what is your vibe and chaos game of the weekend?
My vibes is
mine is Spokane Tormenta. That's my vibes.
I have Naples Omaha as my vibes.
Damn, did we all choose a different vibe?
Yeah, we did.
All right. Sorry. Let me go back. Vibes. And chaos. Kyle, you said what was your vibe?
Naples, Omaha.
Okay. Yogi, you said Spokane Tormenta.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Chattanooga. And what are our chaos?
Knoxville, Charlotte, because we got penalties.
Charlotte
gets an early 2-0 lead, blows it. We go penalties. It's gonna be chaotic.
You get on a
Chattanooga, Portland, because I think you're gonna have at least one, maybe 2 red cards.
Okay. That's a lot of red cards in a playoff game. Shit.
Yeah. Look, it just feels feisty. It would not fit Chattanooga's MO.
I mean, true.
That is a lot of 2 red cards in a playoff game. And it's not even like the best of 3 shit we're getting with MLS. That shit's stupid.
I'm just saying, outside of Naples, Chattanooga leads the league with 6 red cards.
This is a wild times here.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. I will cackle if Knoxville and Charlotte go to pens. It'd be even funnier if it was a 0-0. Because Charlotte not allowed a goal and go to penalties would be the most ridiculous. It's not happening. It's 2-2.
You know it's not going to happen because, one, they score goals like crazy, but they also are fucking leaky as shit. So they're going to give up some dumb penalty or do some ill-advised tackle right outside the box and score on a fucking worldie. They're going to do something. And all 6 of their fans are going to get online.
And all conspiracy. I need this. I need this.
Yeah, that sounds like a generational run.
I'll never forget them asking for the league to investigate Tormenta.
Hey, that was hilarious. That was peak hilarious, bro.
Oh
God,
that was peak. Like that was hilarious. They shut down the whole league site to be like, hey. There's no way how they could have done this to us, and yet they did.
Whose fans do you think, other than Charlotte, whose fans do you think would immediately try and point to either conspiracy or the refs were against us?
Oh, Portland.
What?
Oh.
No. Out of the playoff teams.
Oh, Portland. Playoff teams. Okay, Portland, then, yeah.
Portland, 100%.
Remember, they had to play through tear gas.
No, I was Spokane.
Oh, that's okay. My bad. I knew it was one of those.
I was going to say Portland as well because Portland was trying to say Madison players were diving all over the place, and especially on the red card, it was like, bro, JT literally slapped the shit out of the dude.
He did, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wish we would have done an episode around that time because he low key slapped shit out of him.
Like, and Portland fans say, "Oh no, Madison players were diving all over the place." Like, what do you mean?
Like, no, bro, we can fight. Like.
No, I don't think Spokane would call it conspiracy. I don't think they would.
No, definitely not.
Like at that point, we got to fight, bro. Like you.
Actually, Omaha's always a dark horse contender as well for that.
That'd be funny though.
Hey, nah, man, we gotta fight. We gotta fight. Like you slide me like that on national TV? Nah, bro.
You smacked a grown man. Now you gotta fight. Okay.
Yeah, nah, we gotta shoot these ones, bro.
But yeah,
we gotta shoot these ones.
Should be an interesting time.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. It's gonna be interesting.
I didn't pour anything in this time. It's just regular cheer wine.
Oh, there we go. All right, y'all. All right. Well, this has been a very, very fun episode. We haven't done these in a while. We need to get back to doing these.
Yes.
Maybe we can come back next Monday and do an update.
Yeah.
Maybe do a rush, get these done. Maybe for the playoffs, you get some special episodes out of us.
Oh yeah. Get some friends along to help spice these up and go full tin hat mode on us. We'll call one of the 4 Charlotte fans and ask them what do we think of Pizzagate.
and when Charlotte gets the penalties, I'm going to sit there cackling on Sunday.
Oh my god!
They're gonna call me a madman. I'm gonna be Thanos, and I'll be like, they called me a madman.
100%, we will. Well, for all that being said, man, we just want to say thank you guys for taking the time of your day for being on the show with us. We love y'all so much. We couldn't do this without y'all. We appreciate y'all. But for all that being said, we will holler at you guys after next week, where hopefully, my predictions come right and we can just laugh along with them. But remember, support your local. No one can do it better than you. Be easy, be safe.